So I'm finally going to IKEA. And by finally, I don't mean for the first time. I've been to IKEA before, but not in India. I've been to the one in Dubai and in Rome, but I've never been to any of the stores in India. And now one has opened in Bangalore. So it's been, I think, over 2 months since it's opened, and it's a weekday. So we're hoping the crowd would be much lesser. So IKEA is known as a fast furniture store. Just like fast fashion, fast furniture is also not an ideal thing. It's mostly about quickly usable and throwable materials which are not high quality, and IKEA does have a lot of cheap stuff too. I'm not saying all their products are cheap, but they have a lot of cheap products too. So will I be buying anything from IKEA? So I do have a small list of items that I have not been able to buy second hand in almost 2 years now. And if I do get those items in, recycled materials from IKEA, I may opt for it. I'm not sure, but my list is quite small. I'm not looking to buy a lot of stuff. So anyway, I need to go. We're taking the metro. I'm going with my friend. I hope we have a great day. So it took me roughly 45 to 50 minutes to get from one end of the metro to the other end at Nagasandra, where IKEA is located. And the metro was literally empty by the time we got to the end. We got there by around 11 AM and there were very few people. The ground floor parking lot was almost empty, as you can see. They had a lot of posters or signages about their sustainability initiatives, but let's see if it holds true. The experience of IKEA honestly is all about the recreation of actual rooms using only IKEA products. It also gives us a lot of ideas on how to decorate and design our rooms. This part of the store is the display showroom where they show us how to assemble different IKEA products together for each room. It could be a bachelor pad or a kid's bedroom or an entire family house. They also show different styles of houses too. The idea probably is to make each shopper visualize their homes filled with IKEA products. A very clever way to hook people in, no doubt about it. And in my previous experiences with IKEA, I've fallen for it and purchased a lot of unnecessary items just because they look too pretty or necessary, even though they weren't. Most of the sofas we saw were super expensive and not even close to affordable. The affordable ones seemed pretty low quality too. Some of their more expensive sofas seemed quite durable and super comfortable too. I mean, super comfy. We got hungry midway and managed to eat one banana each that my friend had sort of sneaked inside. I was super impressed by the way IKEA made everything look so realistic. They even included real clothes inside wardrobes, which I'm honestly surprised did not get stolen, and even printed photos of food items to put inside containers. After 3.5 hours of roaming aimlessly, we still did not have anything in our cart, and we were both super proud that we did not get tempted that easily. We finally got to the cafeteria to just see that there was a long line which was already formed. By the way, did I tell you that they had tiny water bottles being sold as well? So much for sustainability. We got our food trolley, loaded it up with 2 trays for each other, and realized how there was hardly any vegan option available at all. We decided to share the vegetable balls, and I took a vegetarian chapati roll alongside, hoping it was vegan, but no, it had cheese inside. The only fully vegan option seemed to be the tomato soup that we took, which thankfully did not have any cream in it. After lunch, we moved on to the next part of the store, which was the marketplace, where all the product we had earlier seen arranged were available on shelves for quick pickups. So I found this product which I'm not clear how the science works, because it's a thin silicone cap which when placed a certain way could actually pick up a relatively heavy glass container and then afterwards just slide right off. I mean, what magic is that? I came across cheap cleaning scrubs that did not look high quality and looked more like disposable items after a short time of use. I would honestly request you to rather opt out for better sustainable cleaning products instead. And something that got me really pissed off and I really hated was the number of fake plants that they had. And a lot of people were choosing them too. I don't even understand why, as they look as fake as possible. There were spider plants that looked super fake, and even the ugliest looking fake monstera plants too. Yes, there were a few live plants at the end, but very less compared to the number of fake plants they had in display. And we finally got to the last portion of the store, which is the warehouse section. But as we did not purchase any furniture item, we did not need to visit the warehouse. And then we got to the checkout with the 7 items that I had purchased. And I will talk about it in detail in another video. But these are things that I actually needed and not impulse purchases. I also brought 3 shopping bags with me so that I had enough bags and did not need to buy a new bag. Thankfully, everything fit into 2 of my bags except for the long item, which you will hear about in the next video. Even my friend's purchases fit into her own bag too. We both were super proud that we actually had very few items to carry back, and coincidentally they were all neutral colored items too. Nothing too colorful or flashy. Everything came in beiges, blacks or whites. Finally, we got to the small cafeteria after the checkout and purchased some samosas. And thankfully, I brought along my steel mini plate and we could get the samosas in it, which helped us avoid paper plates, and we also said no to sauce packets. So we're done with our shopping. We're just eating our snacks and then leaving in the metro itself. I mean, we got here around 11 o'clock and it's around 6 o'clock now. That's so many hours. I mean, so many hours. But it was a very fun day. Like, we did not shop a lot. We only got things that we were looking to get. Some things that I was looking to get, I still haven't gotten yet. Out of stock, apparently. But, you know, we did not buy stuff just because they were pretty. Maybe the fact that we have been to IKEA before this, before IKEA came to India, we have been to IKEA, so the whole, you know, the craze of seeing IKEA was never there for us. So, yeah. Anyway, let's eat and then I did notice designated dustbins for each category near the cafeteria, which I think is a great way because it would make people understand where exactly to dispose anything they have in hand. They also had a wrapping table near the exit where they used newspaper to wrap the delicate items that were being shipped to customers. And honestly, I was really glad to see that because usually big organizations use bubble wrap and other plastic items and plastic wraps instead of, sustainable options. But here I did not see any plastic item being used at all, and it was all just newspapers. IKEA is definitely a place to visit if you've never visited it, because it is definitely an experience in itself. But make sure that you have a lot of self control, because they have tons of items, a lot of them which are super cheap and which might make us want to get them anyway. IKEA has a tendency to make us do is to mindlessly shop for a lot of things that we don't even need. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you will wait to see which are the products that I got and why did I get it and how sustainable were they. So stay tuned for that video. So until then, bye bye.